Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. We've got baseball on the show. It's the Milwaukee Brewers going up against the New York Mets. Festivities are wrapping up. This place is rocking. The home opener is coming up next. Just about ready to roll here. And on the hill in this one, David Peterson. What do we have on him?
He really relies on working down in the zone with that heavy sinker he's got. You know, it's not as popular to throw that pitch today as it used to be because, guys are looking to hit balls down in the zone, get them up in the air. It's very important for him when facing same-side hitters to be able to get it in, especially early in the count. And to opposite guys, be able to throw it at that front hip and run it over the inside corner.
Jackson Chourio leading things off and takes a strike.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first two pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
This looks like extra bases. Around first, heading for two. The throw in the second.
He was all over that one. I'll tell you, when you smoke a line drive into the gap like that, I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you...
That's a ball. He's going. Time. You move up 90 feet.
Garrett
Ball
Mitchell,
one.
the next to hit, takes ball one.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
Makes the grab, and there's one away.
Safe. He beat it.
Got the job done.
Next for the Brewers,
Batting
William
third, the
Contreras.
catcher, William Contreras.
And base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Here comes Christian Yelich. And there's a foul ball. Now no
That's
pitch
a ball.
is called.
Time.
And a balk
You.
being signaled by
Second
Ed
base.
Drummond, the home plate umpire. One out. Runner at second here in the third and final game of the series. Close one doesn't get the call. And that's ball one. And that's
Ball,
outside.
that's out.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
Just
Ball
off the
three.
outside edge. Now 3-1.
Good pitchers make pitches in big situations, and right here with a middle of the order hitter up, runner in scoring position, he's got to find a way to throw a quality
3-2.
strike.
Runner at second here, one gone. That's a hit. Kepler hustles it back in, and that's good enough to hold the lead runner at third. Runners now at the corners.
A couple of singles back-to-back. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third.
2 balls, no
Pitch
strikes.
misses there, and that's ball 2.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Peterson picks over.
He's safe.
Yelich dives back in.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
Contreras on third. Yelich at first. One gone. Pick up throw, and he just got his hand in there. And there's the automatic. And that'll load the base.
Take your base.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted at first base with a quick free pass.
Turang.
This is Bryce Turang. Golden opportunity right here. And that's downstairs. 1-0.
1-0.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
This guy's got
such
a ball,
good
strike. Sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Fires to second.
Out.
Return throw to first. Got him. Double play, and that'll do it. Back here in Queens. And pitching in this game, Carlos Rodriguez. How about a report on him, Chris?
It's a tough veteran lineup on the other side, but I'm excited to see what this rookie can do in this one.
And stepping in for New York,
Leading up for the Mets, the second baseman, Jackson Merrill.
And a foul ball. And there's
ball
the
one.
Ball.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
On the ground to third, done. Moves it across.
Out.
1 up, 1 down. Here's Francisco
Batting
Lindor.
second, the shortstop, Francisco
Defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond. And this guy is at the top of the list. Just
ball
missed.
Yeah, we go beyond just the fielding percentage and what it looks like, but the ability to have a range and close holes that are normally there against an average defender. But this guy is special, and you can see it in his first step quickness.
1 down, base is empty.
That's ball 2.
Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting-wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
Slides, but it gets by him.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into
Batting
the advantage
third,
count.
the right
That was a
fielder,
ground ball,
Juan
but it was absolutely hammered through the
Soto.
infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. They used to say, charge it. Crazy.
And now it's
Ball 1,
Soto.
no strikes.
That missed by a lot. And that is ball 1.
When you look at the ability to save runs defensively, but then also put runs up on the scoreboard, that's the kind of player that every championship team needs to have.
That misses
oh,
the
that's
zone,
just out.
And a count 2-1. Right there for a strike.
2-2 the count.
Missed
The
with a
count is full.
changeup, and that's ball 3. Stays alive. Man at first, 1 away. Rodriguez throws over. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. And he deals. Slides, but he can't come up with it. Lindor around second, headed for third. The third.
Out on the tag.
Got it.
Batting fourth, the third baseman, Mark
And now it's Mark Vientos.
Vientos.
They
Hey.
should win.
0-1.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. Soto round second, heads for third. Coming home.
Nope, he's on there. Safe.
Well, we're starting over again, all tied up. He got a pitch he could drive, but he didn't get too excited like a lot of guys do and pull off the baseball. Really good timing all the way through the swing, and the barrel was so on plane with the ball. Easy drive into the gap for that double.
Here's Gavin Sheets now, left-hand bat. Swing and a miss.
Ball game
0-1's
is
the
still
count.
tied. They can get out of this inning with a tie game.
That's off
Ball,
the
that's
mark,
outside.
and the count even 1-1.
They've got him working a little harder in this first frame than he anticipated.
And that
Nope,
one a little
that's
bit
a ball.
high. On the ground, right side. Hoskins
Out.
takes it to the bag. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. All set for the start of the
Leading off for the
inning.
Brewers,
Up now for
the
Milwaukee,
shortstop,
Joseph Ortiz.
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 Ball.
In
Down.
his second season, 26 years old, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2019. Tosses to
Out.
first. They get him, but it was pretty close. Digging in is the switch
Batting
hitting
in,
outfielder,
the right
Blake
fielder,
Perkins.
number 16, Blake Perkins.
And
Hey.
first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Now
1 ball,
miss.
1 strike.
Cronenworth. Flip to the pitch,
Got him.
covering, and a couple of quick outs. Next for
Batting
Milwaukee,
nine, the third
Oliver
baseman,
Dunn.
Oliver Dunn.
They'll do it himself.
Got him.
And Milwaukee is set down in order. Back here at Citi
Leading
Field,
up
bottom
for the
half of
Mets,
inning number
the catcher,
2. Here's the
Francisco
catcher for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez.
Alvarez.
Swing and a
Hey.
miss. There's the slider. 0-1.
0-1. Ah! Aye!
And quickly one away in the second. Now here's Jake Cronenworth. Cronenworth,
That's a ball.
a 7th round pick by the Rays in 2015 out of the University of Michigan, where he was a two-way guy. And in fact, the Rays used him that
Nope.
way.
That's inside.
This is inside. And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. And that's a 2-bagger.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
So the go-ahead run and score.
Now pitching for
Here comes
Milwaukee,
the new arm for the Brewers,
number
Aaron
26,
Ashby.
And he's got a big-time breaking ball to contend with. Hitters going to have to pick it up early if they're going to have any chance.
That one
That's
outside. Ball one. Swing and a foul out of play. And
Aye.
count 1 and 2 after the swing.
One
and
ball,
miss.
2 strikes.
Hats
3.
and misses. It's a strikeout. Max Kepler at the plate. The other way. He's got it. And that is out number 3. And we're back on to the third inning. Now it's going to be Jackson Chourio. Peterson back to work. Strike on the inside corner. Kepler makes a move towards the gap. Makes the catch. 1 down. Garrett Mitchell now at the plate. Drove in a run with a sac fly his first time up. And that comes in for a strike. Soto makes the grab. And there are 2 down. William Contreras up now for the Brewers. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And this one looks like trouble. Around first and hustling for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel
Counts
straight
1-0.
to it. That's great work right there.
The 1-0.
That's a balk.
Pitch. And it looks like a balk has been called here. Two outs with a runner at third. Kepler drops into the glove, and that is that. And welcome back to the ball. Now it's the second baseman, Jackson Merrill.
Merrill.
Line drive caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line
Now
drive
batting,
that finds a
the
glove.
shortstop,
You
Francisco
know, when you make great
Lindor.
contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Lindor
0-1.
takes low, second trip to the plate in this one. Swinging a foul straight back. And that is out of play. One down, base is empty. The
2
shortstop
balls,
takes a
2
ball.
strikes.
Tied up here in the early going. Oh, great stop. Takes it himself.
He's out.
Got him. Nicely done at first for the out.
Now batting,
Here's Juan
right
Soto.
fielder, Juan
Singled and scored his first time.
Soto.
That one fouled off. 2 out, space is empty. Ball one
Ball.
there.
That's
Just
ball 2.
missed.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Next
Ball,
pitch
that's
is
out.
outside, and the count is 3-1. And he walked him.
That's ball 4.
You know, I think he's okay with that outcome. It wasn't an intentional
Now
walk,
batting,
but
the
he
third
wasn't exactly
baseman.
trying to attack the zone either.
And next will be the
Vientos.
cleanup hitter, Mark Vientos. Outside
That's a ball.
low, ball 1. Soto, the runner at first with 2 gone. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the 3rd out. Back here in Queens,
Leading off for the
and
Brewers,
here's the first baseman, Rhys Hoskins.
Hoskins.
Fastball on the inside corner for a strike.
Well, these Brewers, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats. And I don't think they've lived up to their...
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Gone. That'll fire up the dugout. It's 2-1.
Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
And now here is Bryce Terang.
Hey.
Check swing, and he went. That's strike
0-1's the
1.
count.
Oh, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
Vientos makes the grab, 1 away.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run.
The batter,
Not
number
allowing
3,
it to stay in the head, but
shortstop,
going to work at the next hitter, and a
Ortiz.
tough one at that.
Ortiz
Ball.
stands in here, takes
1-0.
ball 1 low. 1 out, base is empty. Lindor. The throw to first,
Out.
and they got him. Next for the Brewers, Blake
The
Perkins.
right fielder, number
0 for 1 so
16,
far.
Blake Perkins.
Pitch in
Ball
the dirt,
1, no
and
strikes.
that's ball 1. And another
that's
ball.
low.
2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across. Top half of inning number 4. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Base hit, and that extends the inning.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it.
Runner, he's going.
Runner up the go.
Hey!
That's in for a strike.
0-1.
Throw, save. That one finds the corner. That is strike 2.
And at bat like this is almost over as it begins in this situation.
Oh, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. Bottom of the inning.
Leading up for the Mets, the designated hitter, Gavin Sheets.
And the
Ball
first
one.
pitch misses for ball one.
Well,
Counts
these
1-0.
Mets, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing
Ball two.
outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Ah! 2-1. That's
down
ball
and in.
3.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at
3 balls,
everything,
1
you
strike.
feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond,
8-2.
and they just keep eating right out of your
3-2.
hand.
Hard hit left side. Fires over
Out.
to first. And one gone to the fourth as they get the leadoff man.
The catcher number
Next for the
4,
Mets, Francisco
Francisco
Alvarez. Went down on strikes his first time through. That one
1-0.
misses in the dirt. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Mitchell going after it. Corrals it. And that quickly 2 away.
Now back,
Cronenworth.
first baseman,
Now for the Mets.
Jake Cronenworth.
That's it for a strike. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Back here at Citi Field, we go to the top of the fifth. Now, Jackson Chourio. Yeah, that's fouled off.
Well, these Brewers doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. One thing that really stands out to me is how they've only struck out 1 time. That's good discipline right there, and on top of it, they're producing more than a hit per
The center
inning.
fielder, number
Garrett
5,
Mitchell
Garrett
up now for the Brewers.
Mitchell.
All those numbers mean this offense is really making the defense work by just putting the ball into play. Anything can happen at that point.
Ball. 1-1.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the fifth. That
Ball.
misses, and it's 2-1.
We got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Next
3
offering
balls,
is outside.
1 strike.
There's the strike of the knees.
Full count.
The tag, and he's
On the
out.
tag, you're out.
2 down, base
Up
is
next for
empty.
Milwaukee,
And now it's
the
going to be
catcher,
William
William
Contreras.
Contreras.
Fought off foul.
Nope. Outside.
Foul ball. Makes the goal. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the fifth. And now,
Leading
Jose
up
Siri.
for the Mets, the center fielder,
On paper,
Jose
it's favorable to have a fairly
Siri.
quick inning here with 2 of the 3 hitters he's set to face batting from the left side, same side he throws from.
That one's in there. Strike one.
What do you got?
Swing. Now we'll look down to first. And he won around. Just enough that time. To third. Done. Gets it across. And that's the first out in the bottom of the fifth.
Now
batting
batting,
Max
left fielder,
Kepler. He's
Max
0 for 1.
Kepler.
Kepler
Pinch hitting for
measures
the
6
Mets.
feet
Number
4
8,
inches,
Clay
225 pounds,
Thomas.
and he was born in Germany. Ryan Hudson takes over on the mound.
Still a
pitching
lot of
for
game
the
left,
Brewers.
and this game could go either way.
Number
So
52.
this is a big opportunity for him to
Ryan
get some important outs and
Hudson.
try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
Pitch
That's a
misses.
ball.
1-0. And that one fouled off. 1-1 now. Smoked on the ground a second. Gets it to first.
He's out.
And a couple of quick outs.
Now
Jackson
batting,
Merrill.
the second baseman, Jackson
2 in this one.
Merrill.
And that one fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. Went with
Ball,
the
that's
sweeper,
off the
but
plate.
it misses. That's off
Ball,
the
that's
inside
inside.
corner. Ball 2. And there's
3
a ball.
balls, 1 strike.
Hit in the air out to center field. Mitchell under this one. And that is that. And welcome back
Leading
to the
off for the
ballpark.
Brewers,
And
the
now it'll be
designated
Christian
hitter,
Yelich.
Christian Yelich.
Peterson back to work. Hauls it in. Yeah.
Yikes, that ball was scorched. An
Now batting,
absolute
the first
missile, and
baseman,
it almost
Reese
becomes self-defense
Hoskins.
as the field. When
Now
one of those things
pitching
comes
for the New
screaming
York
towards you,
Mets.
watch your lips.
Number 34, Paul Sewald.
Hoskins in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Nope. Ball 1.
Throw over to Cronenworth.
No, he's out.
2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th.
The batter
Bounce
number
base
2,
is empty.
second
Here's the
baseman,
second baseman, Bryce Terang.
Terang.
And first offering is fouled off. And
I got a ball, 1
1.
strike.
Next pitch is outside. Right through there for a strike.
2-2 the count.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. To the right side, and that chance handled. Over to first,
out.
And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Back here in Queens, bottom of the sixth. Francisco Lindor.
Francisco Lindor.
And fouled off.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
And that one fouled off. That's
a ball.
The zone, and it's 1-2. And the sweeper
that's off
is
the plate. Ball 2.
This one drilled right center field. That one heading for the fence and gone. And we're starting over. It's 2-2. So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Juan Soto now. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike one.
0-1's the count.
Coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning.
There's a swing and a drive. And out of here. And the Mets jump in front. It's 3-2. Next is the cleanup hitter for the Mets, Mark Vientos. And the pitch is in for a strike.
0-1. Ball, that's down.
Low. Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame here in the bottom of the sixth. Swing and a ball lifted in the air.
That ball's foul.
Drop foul.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He's just having a hard time catching up.
Fights that one away, still 1-2.
Two balls, 2 strikes.
Ninth pitch of the at-bat due next.
The count's full.
Misses, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a pop-up. Terang makes the catch, and there's one gone. Now it's the
designated hitter.
He's grounded out a couple of times. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Contreras hauls it in, and there's 2 away. And stepping in for New York,
number 4,
Francisco
Alvarez.
That's
inside ball.
And that is ball 1. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Mitchell settles under it and makes the catch. And that'll do it. Back here at Citi Field. Now it's the shortstop, Joseph Ortiz. And the first offering a fastball for a strike. Slings it across, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th. Up now for Milwaukee, Blake Perkins.
Now batting,
1
the right
for
fielder,
2.
Blake Perkins.
And there's a base hit, and the tying run is on base.
Now batting, third baseman Oliver Dunn.
Oliver Dunn up now for the Brewers.
3-pitch strikeout last time up.
Hey!
Gotta put up more of a fight in this one.
0-1's the count.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position. Runner, runner,
Runner
runner.
on the move. Squeezes it, and there's 2 away.
The left fielder, number 11, Jackson.
Here's the leadoff man
Chorio.
for the Brewers, Jackson Chorio. 1 for 3. Sewell checks the runner.
Save.
And he's back in easily.
He's got plus speed, but in this situation, all eyes are going to be over there trying to keep his lead tight.
Runner takes off. Into the outfield, base hit. Fires it to the plate, coming home. He is
Save!
Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
And now, Garrett Mitchell in there for a strike at the bottom of the zone.
0-1.
2 down, go ahead run in scoring position. Check swing, did he go? Yes, he did.
0-2.
And a swing and a miss. Huge strikeout there. Set for the last
Leading
batter.
up
Seven.
for the Mets,
Batter down.
the first
Jake
baseman,
Cronenworth.
Jake Cronenworth. Now pitching for
So the
Milwaukee,
Brewers bring on a new pitcher from
Number
the pen,
47.
Jared Koenig.
Jared Koenig.
First
Ball
offering,
inside.
just misses. He caught it behind his back. To first. It's
He's
there,
out.
and that's a great play. Here's the center fielder, Jose Siri.
Up next for the Mets, the center fielder, Jose Siri.
Outside
Ball, that's
to the
out.
breaking ball. Swing and a ball lifted in the air right field. He just missed it. Perkins makes the catch, and there's 2 away. Lane Thomas
The
will
left
make his
fielder,
way to
number
the plate.
8,
Roll out to
Lane
second in his first at bat.
Thomas.
Nope,
Just
outside.
missed. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Next pitch
Outside,
is
that's a ball.
outside.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. Just
Ball 3.
missed.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
And that's a base hit. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
All over that one right there.
The batter,
That ball
number
was
3,
drilled,
second
106 off the
baseman,
bat, and that's the
Jackson
kind of feedback that tells you
Merrill.
you're right where you want to be with your swing mechanics.
Digging in, Jackson Merrill. That one the
No,
other
that's
way.
foul.
And foul ball. Out towards left center. Chorio on the move to the gap. Brings it in, and that'll do it. And we're back.
Leading off
We
for
go to the
Milwaukee,
eighth.
the
Here's the
catcher,
catcher,
William
William Contreras.
Contreras.
Swing
Hey.
and a miss. Strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Vientos. Tosses across
Out.
to first. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th.
The batter,
And now it's Christian
hitter,
Yelich.
Christian Yelich. Now pitching for the Mets, number 58, Tanner Banks.
Ball one,
no strikes. Hey!
And that comes in for a strike. All
One
tied
ball,
up, and we're
2
at the top
strikes.
of the 8th.
Three!
Out looking. Went back to the slider, and it was a good idea. And it's
The
Rhys
first baseman,
Hoskins
number
up to the
12,
dish.
Rhys
He's already homered in
Hoskins.
this game. Hauls it in to end the inning. Ready for the bottom of the
Lead
eighth.
up
Now
for
up
the
to hit
Mets,
Francisco Lindor.
Francisco. Lindor.
Little chopper rolls foul. Next
Ball.
offering is downstairs.
1-1.
High fly ball down the left field line. Way back there. That one is gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game. It's 4-3.
Well, not every home run is a majestic blast off the bat, and even though he hit it pretty well, it was anything but a sure thing to get out. But today, the conditions were right. He got just enough of it, and I think the backspin really helped that thing carry.
So up next for New York, Juan Soto. Just
Ball one.
missed. Koenig, a lefty who lights up the radar gun. He features a sinker, a cutter, a curve.
Ball, that's
and he works
inside.
in a changeup.
2-0 count, great hitter at the dish. If you're going to miss, you've got to miss outside the zone. You miss inside the strike zone,
That's ball
you'll be
3.
asking the umpire for a new baseball.
Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. That clips the corner. That's ball four.
4.
Tried another sinker, but couldn't find the zone.
Now
Ability
batting,
to draw
third
walks
baseman,
has been something that's been part of his
Vientos.
career since day one.
So a man at first. Mark Vientos next to hit.
Now
Abner
pitching for
Uribe gets the
Milwaukee,
call from the pen.
number
Just trying to
45.
keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
In the air, out towards left center. Mitchell hauls it in, and there's one away. Next is the
Now
designated
batting,
hitter.
the
Gavin
designated hitter,
Sheets.
Gavin
For 3 in this one.
Sheets.
First
Ball.
pitch misses. Swing and a miss.
1
As he
ball,
was
1
out
strike.
front that time. And it
Ball,
is
that
2-1.
pitch is out.
Back and forth we go, a seesaw battle in the late stages of this one. And a foul ball. And now it's
3-2.
filled up.
This is a really good feeling for a hitter. At this point in the ball game, you know that they don't want to walk you, so you're going to get a pitch to hit. You just better not miss it.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
The catcher, number 4.
Here's the catcher for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. Ripped on a line. He's got it, and that ends the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the 9th at the plate. Bryce Terang. Banks back to work. Upstairs.
Nope.
And it's 1-0. Yeah, that's fouled off. Looking to get the tying run on base. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Gonna really need to
1 ball,
hang in there
2
with that
strikes.
front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Swings and misses. Struck him out.
Now
He's
that's
2
the
outs away.
shortstop,
Joseph Ortiz. Up now for the Brewers. 3. Groundouts already. He's 0 for 3.
Now pitching for the New York Mets, number 36, K. Smith.
The Brewers going with a pinch hitter, Sal Freeland, and this is a big at bat in this ball game. Siri really on his horse for it. Makes the catch for the out. So it's their last chance in this one. Next for Milwaukee,
The right
Blake
fielder,
Perkins.
number 16, Blake Perkins.
He was late there, strike 1.
Ooh,
0-1.
You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
And now
Ball,
it's even
that's
up.
inside.
Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. He puts it away, and that'll do it. The Mets hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a 1-run ball game.
Nice work out of the bullpen for that first MLB win, Boog. They turned to him when they didn't have the lead. He kept things steady, and he's rewarded with the W.